And we are officially live. Hello to all my BC WrestlePod nerds out there, and welcome to another rendition of the All Elite Ensemble. Love it. It's so fantastic. No, but I'm super excited to be here this evening. And of course, if you are new here to BC WrestlePod and don't know who we are, well, let us introduce ourselves. Of course, my name is Mikey. I'm El Jefe of BC WrestlePod. I run the ones and twos, the threes and fours, and the fives and sixes. I run everything and do a lot of stuff here. But of course, I can't do any of this by myself. So I have my lovely panel here with me this evening. First and foremost, returning from a fantastic, weekend, with the whole being dead thing, according to a certain song and a certain play, the musical, so to speak, Mr. I can't. JBL is in the building, Mr. Claudio Cavitapi, I believe. It gets cut off at the bottom of my screen.
It's Claudio Cavitapi. I have to get the pasta reference in there. Yes, I was out seeing Beetlejuice the Musical live in New York, and it was spectacular to be at Showtime. So I'm glad to be back, though. Good week to come back.
Very, 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 very good. I'm glad you had a good time. And of course, what a perfect way, because we got winter is coming this week. So,
oh yeah.
Oh boy. Lots of things happen on the Dynamite and Collision shows. And then, of course, rounding out our trio this evening, you saw him not too long ago, this past Saturday with me, reviewing, just a small little company called Ring of Honor. No big deal, where they put on, Final Battle, things like that.
Where did they wrestle?
Which, but still was a fantastic time, and we had a blast. But of course, you can find him here every single week, unless, things don't let him. But Benny the Bear is in here, aka Picnic Basket Jones is in the house. Welcome, my friend. I'm glad you're here tonight.
Glad to be here. JVL, to answer your question, that is where it takes place is right before Dynamite and way after Collision. So somewhere in there. Greetings and salutations. Let's rock and roll.
Hell to the yes.
Hey, Benny, let's go.
For true. ROH, you need to get your ish together, but that's a whole nother conversation.
Let's not open that can of worms again.
No, we discussed it fully on Saturday. Shameless plug. Go check out that live and the edited review, which uploaded earlier today, so you can see our, final battle review. Great matches. They just need to build it better.
And your guys' review is also really tuned into what could be better about it. So I enjoyed it when I watched it afterwards. So
appreciate it. But we are here to talk about the December 3rd edition of Dynamite and the December 6th edition of Collision. Lots of different things here, and I'm not gonna lie, this week totally messed up my predictions for the Continental Classic bracket, because I was like, Nobody is eating pins this year. Alrighty, they learned their lesson for the first two. Let's go. So we got a whole lot of things, because we had some upsets, we had surprises, and we had somebody having to withdraw this year due to not being medically cleared, and also being replaced by someone I was not expecting, but genuinely pleasantly surprised to see how this goes. So let's get into it. Before we do, though, really quickly, if you like what you see here, subscribe to the YouTube and the Twitch and Kick. You can follow us on your favorite social media site at BC WrestlePod. And we also have some lovely merch at bcwrestlepodshop.fourthwall.com. And the little coffee bot will be popping in chat if you feel to donate to help us pay for these pay-per-views. Because AEW, you the only one we still got to pay for. But that is okay, because I'm willing to shell out money because y'all are a great company. Have issues sometimes with certain things. But thank you for always being great for the fans. And also, in these economic times, making tickets affordable to the shows. But, that's a whole different podcast. So let's get into it, shall we? So we are going to officially begin, as we always do here, with AEW Dynamite. We are going to review the Dynamite as we go through everything. This is going to be a lot of fun. And yes, if you got that hoodwink reference, you are forever my new favorite person. Anywho, so AEW Dynamite is first, and we're just going to jump straight into it, just like Dynamite did, where it's just like,
Oh, man.
How to tell if a wrestling company booked itself into a corner and has no idea what to do.
It was short, sweet, to the point, and I was like, fair, okay, cool. Joe said some things. Eddie Kingston said some things. We called it a day.
This is
No, but-
called setting up a feud that's not going to last that long.
Yeah, but the thing is, right? Like Eddie Kingston is definitely one of those guys that like can sell you on a fight within a week's notice. Like, so I'm all here for it.
The fact that they did a face to face really got me like, are you planning this to be a long term like program? Because Eddie's just barely back. Joe, for all the love that he's getting for carrying this title back again, like really isn't. He's going to be a transitional champion. We know this.
Oh yeah.
So like, what is the point of this?
I think it might just be a hiccup in the story between Hangman and Swerve. Like, but I'm just gonna let it play out.
Yes. Every good wrestling podcaster's tool set, but wait and see.
It'll figure itself out.
You know what?
What are they doing?
No, I can't. I joke about that, but let's be real. The amount of times I have said that phrase throughout the course of this year is crazy. But it's true. We're gonna have to wait and see. And sometimes the results are a lot sooner than we think they are. Sometimes they take a little bit longer. Sometimes they get dragged out where I'm just like, okay, I've lost interest. But
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very interested. To me, at least, it seems that this is just a short-term feud. I don't think we're going past World's End between these two. But again, AEW has swerved, no Strickland, me, and us here on a numerous amount of occasions this year. And I have been happy and sad and upset and a whole plethora of emotional ranges throughout this year with certain things. But again, Samoa Joe said some stuff. Kingston keeps it short, and we called it a night. And I was like, baller, cool. We can move on with the rest of the show. I love you, Eddie, though. You are my forever. You and Minoru Suzuki are my murder grandpas, and we love you. No, Eddie Kingston is my murder uncle.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Unk still got it, but still.
Unk still got it. Unk's still here. Indeed. So I love you. I love these two. They're gonna fight. They're gonna fight tomorrow. Winter is coming, so it's gonna be interesting to see how this goes.
You know there's gonna be hook shenanigans, right? We
of course. Why wouldn't there be? Why wouldn't there be?
That's sort of what I was implying too, because I was like, this is just here to serve as, like, you know, he's just cannon fodder.
Very, very true.
We're going to we're speed running to the Hook Eddie Kingston feud after World's End. It's like, come on, dude, guys.
Well, speaking of which, we'll get into them a little bit later. There we go.
Jeez.
This picture, man. Again, thank you, Pro Wrestling and MMA, for getting the best screenshots I can possibly use.
I'm pretty sure I've seen something on a corn place that started like this.
Really, guys, right in front of my salad.
Two influencers steal a homeless man and do things to him.
Oh, Lord.
Delete your search history, kids. Delete your search history.
Delete the
Incognito mode doesn't keep you incognito, folks.
For reals. So, this was a weird setup because these three are talking and then they're gonna, they're all about giving opportunities. And I'm like, since when?
Well,
and
we
they're
finally
like,
figured out what the ops means.
yeah. And so they're like, we're going to give opportunities. And I was like, okay, who are you about to fight? And then they said, we're going to give an opportunity to the Dark Order. And I was like, well, I know how this is going to go.
You kids want to see a murder?
Hi, kids. You like violence?
Hello there, fellow children. Do you want to stab people?
Oh, Lord. So as soon as that got mentioned, I was like, I know how this is going to go. One of these things is not like the other. Dark Order's about to end up dead.
I've been dead for a year.
That's very true. It hurts my soul. But yeah.
I was going to say
later.
when I was like, I saw them walking down the hall, right? And I was like, Oh, my poor boys.
We are gonna get into that a little bit later because I was just like, I don't. I was like, do I include this picture in here? Yes, we got to talk about it because it happened. So
Okay,
we're
jump
gonna
the gun.
yeah,
It's
it's
fine.
okay. Listen, it's fine because again, once this happened and then couple that with Dark Order walking down the hallway, I'm like, oh, I feel like I'm about to write the eulogy.
I'm
I
in
was like,
danger.
I'm in danger. Oh Lord. Anyways, let's move on though. So we officially get into our first match of the evening, which is a Gold League Continental
Whew.
Classic matchup. And again, I said this last week. As soon as this is just like, oh yeah, we're just gonna give you Okada and Pac. I'm like, excuse me. I was like, so soon. But it is.
Free
You know
TV,
what?
baby.
Free TV, baby.
Oh,
God, Pac, you are still too much of a mountain of a man. I'm like, Lord, you are jacked.
He's a hillock. He's not tall, but he's just like little. He's wider now.
I was like, listen here, Mighty Mouse, stop building muscles.
Maybe like would he be? It's not. It's like Hill and Dale, so he's not Dale, but he's a hill.
That's yeah.
yeah,
I
I'd
had
He's
like
a,
to
fun
comment
with
on
this
that. What?
match.
I'm sorry.
Uh,
the
like,
foothill Pac.
yes. I mean, listen, anybody who has been rocking with us for 3 years, y'all already know. I'm just saying. Like, y'all
It's
know.
in the name.
It's in the name. Get it together. Get it together. I had a good time with this match. I wasn't sure how it was gonna go. I was like, okay, I know Okada can't be eating all these losses because we got to get him into World's End somehow. But then I was just like, dang, but Pac is kind of on a roll lately, so somebody is going to have to lose. Or in my mind, I was like, they wouldn't do the time limit draw this early, would they?
They
But
would do it first. Come on.
I mean, it's a possibility. But I was proven wrong because with that secondary because after the back and forth, everybody, okay, I love you wrestlers, but we gotta stop doing the seatbelt. I was like, stop using the surprise O'Connor roll, whatever the companies want to call it, surprise roll ups. Or it's just like we got just call it a surprise roll up. It is fine. Stop trying to give it names. Stop trying to make fetch happen. Like that is not gonna work.
They're trying to get this so that the Pure Championship is all about like, okay, we have a guy, and all he does is roll up pins. That's his finisher. He's like 7 of them, and he's really good. Like he's the Bret Hart of roll up pins.
Paul Smackage.
Paul Smackage.
Yes.
The schoolboy, Paul Smackage.
I can't take claim for that one. That's an E&C joke. But
Nice.
but I will
man.
say that not all small packages I created equal. So
Especially, I mean, Tony Storm's. It's pretty big.
it's a pretty big package.
Yes,
I mean,
yes, it
have you
is.
She's
seen it?
rocking one of the biggest packages I've seen in a while.
God, I love you too. Anywho, so yeah, for me personally, I had again, stop trying, just call it a roll up. It is okay. Like I have seen enough of it in 2025 that I was just like, it's gonna happen in some capacity, especially in these types of tournament matches where you don't want somebody to definitively lose, but still lose. But I still had a good time with this. Okada does get points on the board. I was like, and Pac gets his first set of 0 points. And so I'm just like, alrighty then. So I had fun with this. I'm gonna go with you first. Yeah. So any thoughts on this match?
This was fantastic, and just like the last Okada Continental Classic match, they weren't gonna do nothing until that first commercial break. They were like, "We're just gonna trade forearms, and then and then I'll beg off, and then we'll go to the commercial." Like
Everybody ready to
I love-
rest?
yeah, exactly right. And but it's Pac and Okada. Like, how can you go wrong with this matchup? Um, Pac, I did notice was getting away from a lot of the more flashier moves and using a more snug smash base style. Like, and I really like that because you got to change it up after you had the horrible knee injury or whatever he had.
Well, the man's
So
getting older.
this
He's
was
got to work a
fun.
less flying style. He's trying to do what he's going to do. Do we think that Pac is going to be eating all the pins now that his streak is over?
Well, I want to wait until we get Collision because at this point I'm just like, I still don't know who's going to eat these pins. And then when we get to Collision and find out who is replacing who, I was just like, I think we may have solved the issues, but also I still don't think it's 100% clear.
I am a little sad. I mean, I know
Yes,
Takeshita's.
please.
I know we're going toward at the end of this tournament, but I feel like a Pac Okada final would have been amazing if Pac was in the other group. So
For reals.
because he would be a great champion for it too. So I hope we see more of this, or Pac starts to branch out, like take other people on, because he needs to just like get those wins back and be more focused on TV.
100%. But yeah, what a great first actual match to get in, for this episode of Dynamite. I was like, I am excited.
Energy up, let's go.
Exactly. You're like, all right, let's see what else we got next. Mark Briscoe is forever my favorite meme of 2025. Fight me on it. I love Mark Briscoe.
I think this is what this title is now needed. Like, how do you follow Kyle Fletcher with that? You do the most unhinged person in the company holding this title and going nuts.
Gosh, I love it. It's fantastic. But I'm also excited too because Daniel Garcia versus Mark Briscoe on paper, I'm like, this is going to be a slap match. I'm excited. This is going to be a banger. I can't wait. So
I the only thing that's going to throw me is that Daniel Garcia is wrestling in shorts. It still just throws me off.
God, it still is annoying to watch. Even when he was in Mexico, I'm like, it doesn't look right. Surprisingly, Wheeler, I was like, oh, hi, Wheeler, you're here.
You're not Brock Lesnar. You can't wear those shorts. I'm sorry.
Or if you're at least gonna,
Exactly.
if you're gonna at least wrestle in shorts, like, I'm not saying they got to be super tight fitting, but like, I'm thinking like a Nigel McGuinness, a Zack Sabre, like a Nigel McGuinness type of short where it's like it's like jammers for those who play water polo or swim. It's like jammers where if you don't want to wear the full on Speedo for whatever reason, but you still got to wear the stuff, jammers. They are the shorts and they keep the things where they need to in. I'm just saying.
They're trunks.
Exactly. I'm just like, but I was just like, no, nobody needs to be wearing the Bork Laser length shorts for wrestling. It looks like you went to Champs, bought all the black shorts you could, and then are wearing it for wrestling gear.
Oh, no. He got the second time hand-me-downs from all of John Moxley's early stuff.
I was just
the
like,
that Renee washed and shrunk.
Jeez Louise. So Mark Briscoe cuts this promo. We are getting him versus Daniel Garcia at Winter is Coming. And yeah, so should be a fun match. I'm excited to see it. This should be a good time.
Will Mark Briscoe bleed?
No. Mark Briscoe continued to give me 50,000 faces on the cards for the previews of matches and stuff like that. It is gold. And keep doing you, boo. We love you. Oh, man. On the other hand, and I was kidding. Speaking of champions, so again, this was a whirlwind of a week because this was on Wednesday and this was 2 days before Final Battle.
Oh.
Ricochet is just like, I'm not just going to give out these opportunities. I am going to, be very selective. Immediately cut to later in the night where he attacks Dalton Castle and that match is officially made for Final Battle. I was like, we knew where this was going.
Well, except for who he fought otherwise too. Like this has been Ricochet is really like he's making this title much more than it probably has any right to be, and he's got his two big arm guys behind him that are just really good at putting an eyebrow up and making a bicep.
I'll take it. One thing, one of my favorite things over the past few weeks is people going, "Wow, Ricochet is fantastic." It's like everywhere he goes, this happens. Like
he's there for a couple of years.
like,
people forget how good he is, and then he changes his style up, changes the character a bit, and they love him again. God.
Yeah. uh, which I'm happy for people who are just finding Ricochet, and but like it's just funny to me that people are like, "Wow, he's really funny." And it's like, yeah, like there's always been flashes of it,
When he was allowed to talk.
yeah, exactly, and like he was Prince Puma on Lucha Underground, and the juniors champion, and in New Japan, like at the same time. This
And,
guy's amazing.
he's a walking Homestar Runner reference for all of us, too, because he is Trevor the Vampire and what?
Exactly. And maybe cosplaying a certain alpha male a little bit too closely for comfort.
I mean, it's okay. Sort of, not really, but still. As long as he doesn't
Don't
go
like
down the
that
road
answer.
that alpha male did. I mean, you take where your character's from anywhere at that point, and I mean, he is a known quantity in a lot of the circles that watch this stuff.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So again, this set everything up for Final Battle, and I was just like, all right, Ricochet, we know where this is going. I'm not mad at it. So, but yeah, Ricochet is just so much fun. I love this heel version of him. I was just like, just let the man do things. He's great.
Bald.
He is fantastic. This is good. When you want to talk about 30 under 30, like this is one of those matches I'm gonna put on this year. God, this match ruled. And I was just like, 2026, man, put belts on these guys like immediately.
Well,
Like,
they took one off one.
I know, but I'm talking about, listen, Kevin, and I mean this in all love and respect because I love the Jet and I've been following the Jet forever. I was like, give Kevin Knight, well, give him and Speedball either the tag titles, or if that's not in the car, let Kevin be, a mid-card champion. I would love for him to do that. But Kyle Fletcher, I'm on the agenda to push this kid to be world champion in 2026. Holy crap, man. This match was banging. Oh, my God. I was like, am I watching a New Japan match? Because this is what it feels like. There was flights. There was, hard hits. This was, so good.
You were watching a G1 Climax match that we probably could have seen years down the road.
G1 / Best of the Super Juniors. I was like, they both can fit in both categories.
I think Kyle's too heavy now.
That's also very true. Listen, Kyle Fletcher, G1 2026. Let's go. But man, I don't have a lot of notes on this match because I didn't write any because I was glued to my screen because that's how.
Go watch this match. Just go watch.
Go watch the match. It's great.
Go watch it. This is one of the few ones of the night.
Yeah. The only thing I really have to say about this one is like, man, New Japan really dropped the ball on this one. Like, and we are reaping the benefits. We are reaping the benefits.
Reals, y'all didn't want to keep Kevin Knight. Okay, that's cool. Or at least re-sign him for multiple years. That's fine. But I'm glad he's in AEW. Him and Speedball have been killing it this year since their debut. Or at least this half of the year, because it feels like they've been here forever. They've only been here for 3-4 months at this point.
Right.
So, yeah. I mean, Kyle Fletcher does end up winning. So Kyle at this point is now leading the Gold League. But damn, Kyle and Kevin Knight, I run it back again. Give me 15 matches. Give me everything. This pairing just works so well. So good. Anyways, moving on, because again, we can gush all night, but yes, go watch this match. Please do. This is I'm going to revisit this. I think this is probably one of my favorite matches on AEW this week. But then I was just like, I'm going to wait until the end of the show to solidify that. But I think this is probably will be it. And then the Don Callis family had to cut a promo. I was like, God, we ruined such a great match. He's kidding. There was a lot that happened in this, though. This is a lot. So I also love that he's cutting this promo and then we cut to commercial. I was like, yes, I was laughing so hard. They cut him off mid promo to go to commercial. And then when we come back, he's still going. Don is still going. And so, everybody's getting attacked. The Young Bucks come out. You know, Jack Perry is literally destroying Okada's finger. The Bucks come in for this. It's a lot of things. A lot of things happened in this segment.
Yeah,
But
a
the
lot of
important,
moving parts.
yeah, a lot of moving parts. You know, we got Jurassic Express, Kenny and the Bucks on one side, the Don Callis family on the other. I was just like, well, damn. This is a lot.
First
I don't know
question.
what else I can add to that. So yeah.
That's true. Be like, it's a Don
First
Callis family.
question. Who do you think was El Clone?
Listen. I need to leave in 2026 for wrestling promotions. Hear me out, and this includes you, AEW, because I love you, and thankfully you haven't done it too much this year. But 2026, I need us to leave the who's behind the black hoodie and mask gimmick. Like, I need the mystery person to be left behind in 2025. Nobody cares about that. It is unoriginal, and honestly, y'all don't know who you want yet either. So just don't. Just have someone attack someone outright. Like, I don't care. Like, I was just like, ugh. Anyways, but
yeah, like that guy that jumped all those people at the end of War Games is like, is this the Black Scorpion?
God, don't even get me started.
Doing
The
the Black
amount,
Scorpion?
the
You mean
amount
Ric Flair was
of
Klon?
yeah, the amount of eye rolling I did both in person and during the review on Sunday. Me and Kilt just rolled our eyes. We're like, oh God, here we go. Also, justice for LA Knight. Anywho, moving on. All right, here we go. A lot shorter than I wanted it, but watching Megan Bang destroy bitches is great. I am a little bit sad though about the result, but I'm also still kind of happy. But we get a hardcore holiday death match. Again, we did not need to include death. You could have just called it a hardcore holiday match. Like, that is all we have to do with that one. But this is the second women's world tag team championship semifinal. The Love Bombs of Toni Storm and Mina Shirakawa taking on Big Problems, Marina Shafir and Megan Bain. And you know what? I had a great time. This was fun. This was a blast. I'm just a little sad it was a bit on the shorter side, but you know what? I had a good time with this one. This was fantastic.
They've been doing that though, where they've been cutting back the women's matches again as we're going into the new year. I'm like, Tony, you talked about an all women's pay-per-view. Like, you should be pushing this harder.
Yeah, I completely agree. Then again, like with this new tag team of Shafir and Bane, not to sound contradictory, but it's like, they don't need 20 minutes to do damage, like all
True,
they need
but
to
their
do
opponents
is,
need 20 minutes to take them down.
yes, exactly. It should. That's a very good point. Maybe contradictory wasn't the right right attitude, but I just meant, like, I agree. Like this, it should have gotten more time, and I think the hardcore part of the the death match stipulation was just to get it past the censors.
Weird that
well,
TBS has a problem with this.
Hardcore match. That's all.
It's a holiday hardcore match. It's just the holidays.
Yeah, right.
Sure. Sure. But no, in all seriousness, again, I hate that it got cut for time. It was a lot shorter than I wanted it, but I still got some really fun stuff. Luther returning as Santa Claus was great, and also watching Toni Storm use the shoe once again as a weapon. God, I loved it so much. But yeah, and to my surprise, listen, I love the Love Bombs. Was I rooting for Marina and Megan to make it to the finals? Yes, because I've been saying this the whole tournament. It sucks what happened with Penelope, but happy accidents happen, and Marina and Megan as a team is fantastic. And I had a great time. But I am excited to see the Love Bombs go up against the Babes of Wrath, and this should be a very, very fun match. The tournament finals are tomorrow. Winter is coming, so somebody's going to be crowned. I love, and I say this right now, I love Mina and Tony to death. I'm rooting for Willow and Hart for this one, only because
Yeah.
I want. Listen, Tony and Mina are fantastic, but I feel like the inaugural tag team champs. Well, I wanted Megan and Marina. I think Willow and Harley have a lot more. They could go on a Bandito run, is what I'm saying. They could go on a Bandito run for a couple months and then drop it to somebody else. But I feel like everybody loves Tony and Mina, but Willow and Harley though, I feel like you had the potential to make some moolah, lots of dinero, and also again Bandito run, like Brodito run. Let's go.
but you, and the other thing is you need Tony to come back into the title picture at some point. She needs to join the women there. You've got Mina flying around there. She can go for that, TBS title and maybe be the one that like takes it off whoever takes it off Mercedes or helps out. I mean, Tony with a TBS title run would be interesting too. Who knows?
Yeah. So only time will again. One of those things. Time will tell. Have fun though.
Yeah.
Very much.
Cool. Anyways, after this match, my heart. I can't. I wasn't ready. I knew
they
this
got
was
the
going to be
matching gear just for this.
Yeah, is that purple crocodile?
It's fake plastic crocodile, but yes.
Okay. Like, that's an interesting choice.
It's just odd too. There's no Stu Grayson. We need Stu Grayson back.
For real. This hurt my soul so much watching this. I was like, all right, let me write this eulogy real quick.
No.
And also, I know I miss Hangers and Dark Order together. I miss them together. I miss them so much.
Yep.
Anyhow.
Well, Dark Order has turned into what they started as, which was jobbers to the stars with a weird gimmick, and they don't have all the creepers with them, so it just doesn't make sense anymore.
No, it does not. Frustrating for sure. I hate it here.
Let's move on, Mikey. Let's just get out of this. We can't.
Let's move on.
Oh God.
Oh, the downfall.
Well, that's a spoiler.
Well, yeah. Again, just like I said with Ricochet, Mercedes is gonna give Red Velvet another shot at this title, and she's gonna beat her. Spoiler alert: that does not happen because Red reclaims the women's TV championship, and I was just like, "Ooh, downfall." But at this point, I was just like, "No." I was like, "We have done a lot with Mercedes this last year and a half." I was like, "I am ready for the downfall."
We got the record. We've got everything else we needed. She is now Ultimo Mercedes Moné. Let's have that breakdown.
Yes. The downfall has begun, but not really, because then we get to Collision, and I was just like, okay. We got to even it out somehow. We have just like, we have so many promos just back to back to back. It was just like, all right, who is in charge of the show run? Because like,
Well, Mikey, as you know, everybody's really hurt from the pay-per-view, weeks back. They're still trying to recover their stamina, and they're at under 40 right now. So obviously in GM mode, you have to have them all do different promos because there's no way anyone can be in a normal match because they'll get injured, and then what do we do?
Pivot.
I will just say this. Stokely, Stoketon.
Looking like a reject from the 2000s X-Men film there.
Yeah, right. Like, this was all fine. But imagine sitting in that crowd, like just being like okay, another promo.
Yeah, like you sat through this before, Benny. You were there in Boston, and it wasn't this bad, was it?
It was not. It was not. Usually they were. Sometimes they were like back to back, but there was only like when they came back from commercial.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like they'd have one lead into commercial and then coming out of commercial. But like no, it wasn't that bad. But oh man, I'd be pissed with this.
Same.
You know,
Same.
I'm here
Oh
to see
man,
action.
Jeez Louise. So, yeah, we get back-to-back promos. This was crazy.
I mean,
We
there's
won't
nothing else
talk
you can
about
say
you
about
boys
that.
when we get to Collision. Yeah, we'll get the juicy stuff comes in Collision. The juicy stuff happens in Collision. Like we gonna
It
get
usually
there.
does. Like Dynamite's the serious thing where they get all the storylines set up, and then they get the juicy stuff in Collision.
Yeah.
Today, I would like to mourn the loss of Evil Uno.
He's
In
gone.
the arms of...
I just saw him on Mystery Wrestling. He's got an award show in about 2 weeks.
For us.
Oh man.
I saw someone be like, I can't believe you did this to Dark Order. And I was like, were you?
Mikey,
I was like, are we really surprised?
Mikey, I don't want to say it too loud, but the Mystery Wrestling Stu Grayson versus Evil Uno match was better.
Yeah, yes it was. Yes it was.
Yeah, this was not. This was a little clunky, if you will, and it wasn't the fault of everybody everybody on the other side.
Yes, it was. Yes.
Or Shibata. Or
No,
Powerhouse
Shibata,
Talk.
no. You protect that man. You protect that man. He is a gem. He is a wonder. Shibata does no wrong. Everyone else did. Because when you have Hook in a match right now, this year, who has not worked that much and it seems to have regressed a bit, you just don't have anything you can do with it.
The thing was, he hadn't progressed that much. So if he hadn't progressed, and then now he's digressing, what we got?
I don't know.
We got a Nepo baby. That's what we got.
Well, yeah, we knew that. We knew that completely. But yeah, I mean, like it was a bog standard like 6-man tag. The Dark Order worked as well as they could, but they weren't allowed to get anything in. And like basically Powerhouse Hobbs is in there to run roughshod over everybody.
Yeah. We didn't even get a Johnny Hungry hot tag.
No.
How dare they? I was upset.
But then again, like, who's he gonna toss around like Hobbs, like Shibata?
I mean, that would have been hysterical and actually funny.
That would have
fun.
been great. It would have been great. I'm gonna hear for it, but yeah.
Yeah.
I understand the story that they were trying to build with this. I get it, but wasn't it for me?
Nope.
Here lies Dark Order. Anyways, let's go on because I will be sad. Wait, Takeshita is me. Takeshita is me. Also, I'm kind of digging these bangs, Takeshita, not even gonna lie. I was like, yes! Is that Yuka Sakazaki?
He looks like he's about to do a tour in Stardom. It's hysterical.
Yes.
Like a little Bob.
Yep. Severe Bob.
So I found this very interesting because Dawn was being very convoluted as to because Renee is asking the hard-hitting questions. And actually, she asked a legitimate question because she asked, why does Okada still have the international championship? And I was like, you know what, Renee? Same. I was just like, so what are we doing? And so Dawn explains to us, it's just like, it's only the Continental Classic, so the Continental Championship is on the line. It would be a bad gamble to put the international, and I'm just like, I wonder. I
Well,
was
also,
just
when they made the Continental Classic title, they combined the international title with the other title they combined it with to make the Continental Classic because Eddie Kingston had to carry 3 belts. Like that was the thing where they
Oh,
combined them.
yeah,
like
I was just
Now,
like, it just they should have just had it for the Unified, but it's okay.
I, to be honest with you, it should have been a trophy. This should have been all avoided by just it being a trophy. Like
well, isn't that what a belt is now anyway? Supposedly.
I it's what it's supposed to be, but a belt's
Ooh.
a platform. But I digress.
I think, and I love the Continental Classic, right? The championship should be a lot of fun. I think that if you're going to pay homage to the G1, the winner should get a should get a trophy, which allows them a match against the Continental Champion at Worlds and or like at a future pay per view date, like we do with the G1. Takeshita won. He gets a little nice little trophy, but he also gets to call his match for he called his match for the IWGP Championship whenever he wanted. And he did. He beat Zack Sabre Jr. and now he's currently IWGP champion. So that's what it should have been. But I'm like, AEW
Like,
is probably going to make this more convoluted than it needs to.
oh, definitely.
Oh, easily, yes.
Like or at least like maybe like the Continental Champion, the Continental Classic winner gets a shot at any title in AEW, right? So that way, like the first year they
Hell
challenge,
yeah.
that way the first year they challenge the champion, and then the next year they go to, let's say, the international title, which would then raise the stock of that belt because the last winner won the in title or challenge for the title, and so back so it lays brings up all the belts. But who am I to
Logic.
say?
Logic dictates that we do not have it. So
Leave it at the door.
Takeshita is
Where's
me, but Kyle Fletcher is also me. It's just like, yeah, but I understand. Yeah, but I know this makes no sense, but we're gonna get through it. Loved it. All right, moving on though, because I was just like, people are like, oh my gosh, who is Hangman going to pick for his tag team partner? I was just like, are we being for real? Are we being for real, internet? I love you sometimes, but are we being for real?
They're sucked in. They are in on this, and they just don't understand that it's all been pre-planned.
Lord help me. Anyways,
Oh man. Sometimes it
so we
makes
are.
me wonder if they understand that.
You hope. I want to ask as we're watching this, are we seeing Hangman get the eye migration that Shawn Michaels now has from repeated kicks to the head?
For reals, I was just like, listen here. Listen here, hangers. Like, I don't know anymore.
Where are you looking, Hangman? Where are you looking?
Oh god.
Lord help us. Anyways, so it is going to be Hangman and Swerve versus the Ops at Winter is Coming. I was just like,
They
cool.
they got an
Okay.
opportunity from the Ops.
Sure, why not? Yeah, moving on. Because I'm like, there's nothing else to
How
add.
much do you want to bet that's going to turn to into a triple threat with Eddie Kingston being in it too?
I would not be surprised. God. Talk about brutality.
Oh my god! And the right person won.
Yes,
Yeah.
facts. And who says Moxley doesn't put people over? I'm just kidding.
Jesus.
We do. No, I'm just kidding.
I was thoroughly entertained by this for a lot of reasons, and I'm excited to see Claudio have like a bit of a run here to completely knock down Moxley into this whole more spiral of crazy.
Yeah. One of my favorite things was that Claudio caught him at the end.
Mm-hmm.
That was a really smart finish, you know, because he didn't he didn't wear him down or anything. He just ended up catching him, which can later play into later stories. So
Yeah, any day of the week, somebody can win. It might not be the person you think it is.
yeah,
Which will
any
not,
given Sunday,
yeah,
right?
any given Wednesday and a Saturday on Dynamite and Collision during Continental Classic. Anything can happen. We're gonna
And it
revisit you,
does.
Claudio, in a little bit because I was gagged, gooped, deceased. Like we gonna get there because I was like,
Oh,
we'll get there. But great match. Claudio at this point was leading the Blue League with 6 points, having won both of his matches, and yeah, this was a fun main event. So we have completed the Dynamite portion of our review. So let's get
oh, I can
into
shed that. I can shed that.
yes. So now we can get into the collision. So this is gonna be fun.
Collision.
Collida, Quesadilla. Anywho,
Coley Swan.
Holy Swan, colonoscopy. What?
Oh,
Anywho,
it's
no,
invasive.
no. Yes, collision open.
This was what the hell? This was the one of the hardest hitting matches I saw all week.
We're far enough in. My wrestling boner was off the charts during this one. I was like, "What the freak, you guys!"
I loved this. I don't usually, and I loved this.
Roddy's on demon time, man. I said it last week. I'm Roddy about to be on demon time.
He's trying to prove he's better than his wife.
I called it like after that backstage promo, like was it like a week ago or something?
Oh, that promo was so good. It's just like, I fucking need this. I was like, yes, you do. And this is for fucking me.
Fucking back.
Yes, like, I was like, you go, Roddy. Yes, Roddy, you're my underdog.
I was like, yes. And you're going to be the Daniel Garcia of this entire tournament.
Yep. Somebody has to. But you know what? I've been really enjoying so far Roddy just losing his absolute mind. And he's like, I'm about to punch everyone out and I'm going to be so upset. He's about to unlock demon time and just go nuts. I can't wait for him to play spoiler against somebody later in the Continental. Like, honestly. But holy hell, man. Once again, or people say Orange Cassidy is nothing but goofy, and you know what? Facts, because he is goofy. But this man's can wrestle and can work with anybody. And Roddy out here in his porno mustache, like, I joke about it, but this is the Roddy Strong I've needed in AEW since he got here. This is what I need. Orange does win, which makes me sad a little bit. I was like, I'm kind of rooting for Roddy here, but you know what?
No, Orange needed to win for that. He's back from all that stuff. This is a big win. He needed to get back on track.
Yes, especially losing Claudio last week too. So,
right.
Orange got points. Roddy out here. I'm not gonna lie, you guys. I'm kind of ready to see Roddy and Mascara go at it because I'm like, I don't know how that pairing's gonna work, but I'm kind of here for it.
The amount of ways he's gonna catch him out of the air to put him in a backbreaker is gonna be amazing.
Yes. God, and Mascara can sell like crazy too. So good. I was just like, how you gonna open? By the end of this, I was like, I'm mad that you opened up Collision with this AEW. How dare you?
I'm also, but at the same time, I'm happy this time of year because we get the
yes.
Classic. This is so much fun.
Good. I'm still trying to figure out if this or Kevin Knight and Fletcher was my favorite match this week. I'm gonna put it as a tie for now because I can't pick because they were both
one for each show.
One for each show. So, this is so good. I love this. Yeah. Moving on though, because I could gush about this, but we'd be here all night. So good. Speaking of, so
just hear from them.
yeah, but this is the continuation. This is the extended edition.
This is the extended edition, and I was just like, all right, here we go. When Mr. Gunn slapped the mic out of Dax's hand, I was like, oh, shit just got real. I was like, this is what I need to see from the Bang Bang game. Like, oh lordy, this so
I'm the son of a Hall of Famer. He's the son of a carpenter. You're the son of a cousin.
like this is what I need the direction for Juice and just the Bang Bang game in general. Like they can be funny, but they also will beat you up if they need to, and they ain't afraid to step up. Because again, we got reminded last week that the Bang Bang Gang is the only team left on this roster that has got a win over FTR, and FTR has yet to come for that and rectify that situation. So I'm like, let this be a world's end match, please.
I think that's what they have to do to get it somewhere, and this will be an amazing match, especially if one Jay White seems to appear out of nowhere to even the odds against Stoke.
Back. Yep.
Man, I miss Jay White so much.
Me too. I was just like
this promo was fantastic, and like a lot of people talk about like how far this person has come, how far this that person has come, and like nobody really talks about the Guns, like Austin Gunn,
especially because one is missing.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. I don't really know how long he's come, but hopefully his rehab is coming along. Like Austin is just fantastic. Like he was the MVP of the pandemic era, and like I really didn't know how things were gonna pan out because he always seemed like a overexcited kid in the ring, but like he's come a long way, and all of this was fantastic.
It truly was. And again, I'm really hoping this leads to a match at World's End because I think it would be really, really fantastic to do this. Plus, especially be really good for, the Bang Bang game to be on a pay-per-view like this. That is not on the 0 hour / tailgate brawl.
I honestly hope this goes to a best of 3 like they did with the Bucks, because then if they get the win back, like if FTR beats them, now they're even. So we're back at the beginning of this.
Yes. Yeah, but as soon as that microphone got slapped, I was like, oh yes, baby, here we go. I was like, I need this intensity from them, but good job. This was at first I was like, FTR is basically giving us a rehash on Wednesday. All right. And then Bang Bang Gang comes in, and then I was like, oh, now I'm interested.
Indeed.
Yes, indeed. Moving on, though. So, we learned that Darby is not going to be cleared for the rest of this tournament. So, he cuts a promo where he's still going to go after the Death Riders. But in the meantime, we find out who is going to be taking his place. And Jungle Jack Perry is now in the Continental Classic, taking Darby's spot. So, I was just like, I don't know how well this is going to go for Jack, but I'm interested to see I am excited to see him go up against some other folks. Now, of course, like last year when we had to substitute somebody in because they got hurt, Jack is going to get Darby's points, which is at 0 at this point, but Jack gets 5 more matches. So I'm interested to see, how he does. And I am excited to see him go up against some of these folks in the Gold League. I was just like, very unfortunate, but then I was like, well, yeah, Darby has, I don't know, 2nd degree burn. So I'm like, What did you think was going to happen? But I am happy that we did get Darby and Kevin Knight because that match was banging.
It definitely was. I am sad that Jack Perry put in there. He was just back with Luchasaurus now, so they were starting to get some momentum. So this kind of derails it a bit, but he does have aspirations to be a singles wrestler, so...
This is going to be a good litmus test for this man but I'm excited though. I think this is good to get reps in for him. And you know what? Because the Don Callis family is predominantly in this Gold League, he could still carry that storyline with Kenny and the Bucks and Jurassic Express going after the Don Callis family. So I'm excited. You know what? This is, again, a very sad for Darby, but at the same time, I was just like, this is a good opportunity for Jack, and I'm mad at it.
Yeah. The only thing I'll say was the only thing I'll tell you. Jesus, Ben, what's going on? I'm happy for Nepo Raven, and
Lord
And
help
that's all I'll
us.
say. He's better on the ring than he is on the mic, so good luck to him.
Damn.
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 Uh, it's getting spicy in here tonight. We love it. All right, moving on though, because we still got a bunch. Speaking of plain spoiler, I also love watching people on social media apologize to AEW and CMLL, especially CMLL. It's just like, I wasn't familiar with your game, like down south of the border. Mascara Dorada, you get one of these. Like, yes, kid, show these people why you are that person, why you are our middleweight champion and a trios champion in CMLL. This was fantastic. And I was just like, I love this crossover because, Claudio is now currently the CMLL World Heavyweight Champion as he beat Gran Guerrero 2 weeks ago down in Mexico when the Death Riders were in Mexico. And now he's taking on Mascara Dorada, who is a CMLL Trios champion in the middleweight. But Mascara Dorada pulling the surprise and getting 3 points over Claudio. I was like, whoa. I was like, I was excited. And then I was just like, damn it, Mascara Dorada, you fucked up the bracket. Now I don't know what's going to happen. But I'm okay with that.
I've always said that base Claudio is the best Claudio. But,
Agreed.
Claudio's kryptonite seems to be luchadors, and like I'm happy to keep that going because I love
Very
seeing it.
fair. What this match was just a lot of fun, but again, I'm biased and I'm based because I love Mascara Dorada, and I'm lucky enough to get to see him every Friday, every chance he's on there, and in CMLL in general. But I also love that again. Mascara Dorada doesn't care if he gets called or he ends up on Botchamania. He's like, I'm just gonna try everything, and if it works, cool. If not, it's like, whatever. And that's the mentality we have. Try new things. If it works out, cool. If it doesn't, oh well, it's not the end of the world. But Claudio also is just like manhandling people in this tournament, which was fun to watch too. So, yeah. JVL, any additional thoughts?
There really isn't. I mean, you've covered everything in here. This just was a joy to watch, and in general, I am intrigued, and so I need to watch more of Dorada and everything else that's going on.
For reals. Yeah, CMLL has done a really good job of sending the right people over to AEW. Like, even though it wasn't the cleanest match, like, not to put Benny here on the spot, but like, didn't know a lot. He didn't know a lot about Olympia going in, but now he's an Olympia fan after that match with Mercedes, a month or two ago. And I was just like, yes, she will throw you around, and she's fantastic in CMLL too. And I was just like, CMLL out here having a big boom period this year. I'm so happy for this company.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. Moving on. I'm very interested to see where Blue League goes now because Mascara Dorada, you fucked up the bracket, but it's okay. I love you.
Jack Perry's gonna fuck up the bracket anyway. Who cares?
This was chaotic as fuck, and I was here for every moment of it. I just need these four to be a faction. Just be a faction. Like, just give me all the chaos.
Literally, like you can't contain everything in there in one little interview there, and even Tony Schiavone can't keep it going. This is so much fun, and I want it to spill over into everything else now. I want this to be like they're interrupting each other's matches, and they're standing up for each other, but they're also really at each other's throat. It's going to be so good.
You know what? I am okay with this being the first full feud for these tag titles. Not gonna lie.
What am I? I was just gonna say is that one of my favorite things about this was that like there was like an awkward pause at the end when everybody was like drinking their champagne, and like I love the fact that AEW has really been investing in those awkward pauses lately because it allows tension to build or or whatever like those pauses really do help. Like even like back when the Hangman Tony Schiavone Bantam Phantom of the Opera thing, right? Like there was like this whole like what's happening right now, and they use that to their advantage. I love it.
I don't know who they got or who they're getting information from, but I was just like, the way, and again, I'm not the theater person, so feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, people in the comments, and my own co-host, if you will. But um,
Go on.
now I'm scared. No, but it seems that, again, I think it's a testament to the talent as well, but like the dialogue that is being used, and again, from more of a writing and character motivation, natural is not the correct word, but it doesn't feel very scripted, if that makes sense, the way that we're utilizing these awkward pauses. And I think the awkward pauses are enhancing what we're watching in terms of the scene and making it flow better. I don't know. Again, I'm not a theater person, but from a writing perspective, those natural pauses and everything enhances the dialogue and allows the scene to become more than what it is on the paper. Because again, from paper to screen is completely different, and you have to have the right amount of people to be able to add that nuance to whatever is being said in a way that makes it, it's like having a conversation with a person. Like the three of us here, we have natural pauses and inclinations, like when we're done giving our points and things like that, but the conversation feels natural. And to me, I feel like it's a testament to production and also these four women, plus Tony Schiavone, just letting things just run its course the way it's supposed to. And you know what? I had a good time with it.
I will say that you can write an ellipses or a break into anything you want, but it never translates that way until you have good performance to do it as well. You've got Tony Storm, who is leading all these women through this as best as they can, and she's got all the stuff behind it. And you take a look like Mina, not the best English promo, and she can still get this across. Harley Cameron can chew scenery with her face without speaking, and so you want those pauses so she can be everywhere. And Willow is not the best promo, but she's getting there. But the thing is, they all trust each other, and they go with, all right, we're gonna see this and try this and make it work. And Tony is there to Tony Schiavone is there like, okay, I'm gonna give you a count through here. We'll give you what you can. Trust me, we're gonna get through this. And they did, and it really does draw, as you said, Mikey. It adds to the dramatic tension. It breeds tension without having to add anything else. It's wonderful.
I appreciate that. See, I know my stuff from time to time. And honestly, it's because I hang out with too many theater people in this podcasting group. But that's all. But I do not regret it one bit. I'm excited for
your
kids. Listen, there's a lot of theater kids, and I've come to learn that there's also some scene kids up in this piece too. So I'm learning and I'm having a great time being here. I'm just a sponge. I'm absorbing it all. But I am actually, I was still excited, but now I'm more excited for Winter is Coming, specifically for this match tomorrow night. So can't wait. Going to be a good time. But we do have a rest of the show to get through because there was still a lot of things to talk about. And I mean,
I'm gonna be honest. This was good, but like it hit all the points, but like it was sort of clunky. Like, but that's me.
Well, when you have the Dom Fallis family involved, everything gets clunky. Like you can't really go past that.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to the Harley Quinn cosplay.
Right? I love that photo. Like,
that was so good.
Well, and they wanted to be at the pay-per-view because it was sponsored by DC. That would have been better, but still.
I know. We talked about it during Full Gear. I was like, I needed more wrestlers to utilize being able to come out with DC cosplay for their stuff. I was like, Swerve, you couldn't have dusted out the Static Shock thing, but that's how you're there. But I agree with you, Benny. I agree with you, Benny, that this felt a little bit clunky. Like that was one of my negatives. It was clunky. But one of the positives is Swerve versus Josh Alexander. Fuck yes.
Oh yeah. I'm totally here for that. And Shibata versus Swerve, yeah, sign me up for that too. Like
Swerve is just out here taking names and kicking ass and having banger matches. I'm excited. But yeah, this was really clunky. There was a lot of clunkiness to this. I was just like, I get it. I do. I wish it was cleaner, but you have me excited for Shibata versus Swerve and Alexander versus Swerve. Like,
I think this is just like a perfect example, like like the last thing, I know that like a lot of the promos, uh, uh, pre-taped or live in front of the audience, they have a writer, right? So
mhm.
like,
Yeah.
I don't know if this is like just some sort of disconnection here. Like I don't think this is how either of these two people speak. To be honest with you, and that's what the disconnection was. You know,
You're not wrong. You're not wrong at all.
No, no, you are not. So, I mean, Hangman and Swerve got their hands full with the ops tomorrow night, but we have Josh Alexander and the Don Callis family also waiting in the wings too. Lots of crossover stuff. Lots of different things going on. So we're going to move on from this segment though, because Layla Gray, you ate this outfit. You ate this outfit. I was like, yes. I was sad that you lost, but I
What
will
did you
say,
expect?
okay, let me put it this way. Did I expect Layla to win? No. Did I like see Mercedes kind of be a bit more vindictive and crashing out afterwards and even low blowing, Christopher Daniels at the end to show that she's going freaking, you know, not to the levels of Death Becomes Her crazy, but like,
Yeah.
she is crashing hard. But I was like, Icarus is flying to the sun. She flew too close to the sun, and oh, let the madness begin.
Well, how did she get up that high with all those belts tied to her?
For real. That's what she made the wings out of. Like, I know the image is hilarious to me. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Mercedes crashing out at the end and destroying Layla, pushing the ref, low blowing Christopher Daniels. I was just like, the madness is here. I am here for it. The match was pretty
yeah,
solid too. I'm not gonna lie.
You can't say much more than that. We knew what it was going to be, which was pretty much a squash most of the way through. So I mean, that's what it was.
Layla Gray needs, in my opinion, Layla Gray needs a little bit more ring time in front
Mm-hmm.
of a camera.
Yeah.
But overall, this was good. This was good.
Yeah, I'm glad I watched it.
Yes, me
Yeah.
too. It was solid. It was fun. I had a good time. The crash out begins. Speaking of crashing out,
Hey,
Triangle
look
of
at that!
yeah, I was like, speaking of crashing out, Triangle of Madness attacks a bunch of girls in the locker room backstage, and gives us a fair warning that when we go to Cardiff and all this, the next two shows for Collision and next week's Dynamite across the pond, they're gonna show them why they are brutality. And I was just like, now I'm scared and excited.
Fear boner.
Fear boner. I was like, questionable, but also cannot look away either.
I really hope that this builds to something and isn't just like, oh, we've got to put something for them to like show they're tough, and then nothing comes of it. Like, I want to see them go on a run where they roughshod a bunch of people in the division. They start, whether they have to cheat or not, they start destroying people. So there's a reason for everyone to stand up against them. And not Death Rider style where it's like one person is running the show. It's like they are a collective, they're a coven, whatever they need to be.
Yeah,
Yep.
I like that idea.
Thank you.
Sorry, like I didn't mean to yell, but like uh, Hyann and Maya World with the matching gear in this photo here. Just really got me excited when they came on screen.
I'm telling you, man. I was just like, I
yes,
don't know what.
finally, Hyann, give her a shot. Same thing
Seriously,
with Maya
I was like, I don't know what their prospects are, but I was like, AEW, like, you're utilizing these girls, just might as well make it official. Put them on Ring of Honor. Like, let's go. Like,
Please, somewhere. Just please.
they are too good. Hyan's fantastic, but also Maya Whirl out here getting reps in with Stardom girls too is fantastic too, because she's been working with Stardom as well in the Indies for a little bit too. And
Right.
Hyan is always fantastic. But yeah, so the Triangle of Madness is gonna cause havoc as we go across the pond for Collision and the next week's Dynamite. So should be very interesting.
This was insane.
Uh Tony
Oh,
Khan needs to stop throwing Ace Austin. I want consistency for Ace Austin, but damn, I was just like, just put him in any championship match at this point. This was so good.
this is what I was surprised about. Is they put Jack Perry into the Continental Classic. They could have stuck Ace Austin in as the person to take the
Right?
pins.
Oh
That
my
would've been
god,
perfect.
Ace would have been. Maybe next year, hopefully, but still. Oh man, this.
The
The thing
back and
is with
forth in
Ace
this.
Austin right now, like what they need to do is just stick him out there and like let him work in front of a crowd,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like because they're sort of taking like the speedball or Kevin Knight type of route with him. Just like let this guy go, like because he's fantastic. So like give him like 10, 12 minutes and let him build a reputation for himself, you know?
Well, but also put him out there with guys that can carry the story with them, that can make
Mm.
something out of nothing, like Ricochet. Because these two, their reversals alone were insane in this.
Yeah, I couldn't even keep up with half of it. Like it was like too fast, cannot compute.
My graphics card is 10 years old and it doesn't handle this anymore.
For reals, holy crap! This match ruled. Ricochet, of course, keeps the national championship, but I don't care. I was just like, more Ace Austin on my screen, please. I know he is that dude, so let's keep it going. Like, let's go. Oh man, they're just again when this got announced, like before the show started, I'm like, this is a random match, but I'm excited. By the end of this, I was like, I need a cigar because like I am spent. Like, anyways, more Ace Austin on my screen, please. He's fantastic. And shout out to Ricochet for holding it down as always. He's fantastic as selling and also helping in terms of like making his opponent shine as well. So good.
Bald.
Moving on. Uh
Oh Lord. You
We
know,
went from really
earlier,
cool.
like earlier you were like, I think this is my match of the week. I think this is my match of the week, and I was like, well, me personally, I was like, I'm gonna hold off on that statement.
Yeah. Yep.
I was just like, I had to go for a second one after this. It was like, God. Man. Well,
I mean,
we're far enough in. Fuck.
what
Yeah.
did we expect with a guy who works snugger than Moxley going up against him with an athletic style, and Moxley having his mental breakdown?
And he can also work that strong style too, because Mox has put in the time and years and reps into New Japan as well. But oh my god, these two brutalized each other.
Woo! What a what a match, man! Like we got big match John in this, and like and we also got like NJPW mocks, like
Well, when you're fighting the
like,
IGPW champion, you have to bring back NGPW Mox.
and indeed, and like how like certain people like they have to wrestle up sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
like when they're facing other people. Like I think Mox actually brought up Takeshita in this one a little bit, like
Wow.
because like Mox was meeting him, but like Takeshita was like oh yeah, let's see if we can push this, and like Mox was like
Yeah.
yeah, I'm right there alongside you, and it's like it was
Oh,
beautiful.
we're allowed to have fun with this in the violent way we do. Let's have some fun.
Yeah. Let's have a slobber knocker, if you will.
Just because he's trying to be Steve Austin doesn't mean we have to pull that stuff, Benny. Come on.
If it fits, it fits.
Eh. Moxley 316 says, "I just bled by breathing."
Oh my! We're gonna put that on a T-shirt somewhere. But
I was
copy
gonna
and
say, like, do you think that Mox like bleeds from putting on a T-shirt? Like, oh no, I put.
I would not be surprised if he did.
When he pulls the sheets down in the morning and it goes by him, at some point he just bleeds because the sheets are too sharp.
But yeah, holy crap, man! I love Continental Classic season. Like, I really do.
Best time of the year.
It really is. Takeshita beats Moxley. Takeshita is now tied with Claudio in the league for 6 points. It's gonna get crazy.
Well, and they both have beaten Moxley.
It's very true, and you're right. They both have beaten Moxley. And then I was looking at the board earlier today, and I was just like, all right, what matches do we have left? And I was just like, I said this when we talked about the Continental Classic, and again, I'm biased as hell, but to be quite honest, because I've seen Takeshita go up to the likes of El Desperado and Titan over in New Japan, I was just like, Takeshita versus Máscara Dorada. I was like, now it's one-on-one from All Out Toronto. Like, I'm just like, God. And then I'm like, but I'm going to be so for real, though. Takeshita versus Speedball. Ooh!
Oh, yeah.
Love it. Love it.
I was like, oh, shit, I forgot. Speedball still got to fight some people in here. Speedball versus Máscara. We're getting a rematch from Arena Mexico.
Like I've been saying, like you know how at World's End, like the runners up, the two tied or whatever, the winner and the runner up for each block, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you're gonna face the opposite of each of the respective block, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm just thinking to myself, like, can we please just get that Okada Claudio match? Here's
the thing, right? And they did this last year, and I'm kind of hoping they do it again, where let's just call it what it is. The people who don't win, the losers of the Continental, doing all. I actually really enjoyed the All-Star tag we got last year with, the losers of the Continental Classic. So I'm just like, listen, a 4-on-4. Like the losers of the Continental Classic, you get a 3-on-3 with whoever doesn't make it into the semis. I'm here for it. Like, honestly, let's go. And I will take anybody. Yes. So
all the losers in a 3-way, yes, please.
Or that too, I was just like, just give me an exhibition match. That's all I asked for. Anyways, but man, Continental Classic is always great, and I am looking forward to what we are getting for Winter is coming. Well, we are getting Winter is coming for both Dynamite and Collision. Of course, the Winter is coming for Dynamite is here in the States, and then Collision will be across the pond, which is still super exciting. But let me remind you what is coming to us tomorrow night for Winter is Coming Dynamite. And I also love the special graphics that, social media people are putting out for this, especially the AEW graphics department. Thank you for being creative and not being boring. Of course, we get Hangman and Swerve taking on Hobbs and Shibata. Shibata bread. We love Shibata bread in this household. We are getting the finals of the women's tag team tournament. Babes of Wrath versus the Love Bombs. So super excited to see all that. We are also getting Joe versus Eddie Kingston for the World Championship, which should also be relatively fun. And then something that I forgot to mention throughout the Dynamite and the Collision review as well. The ring is coming back into play. The Dynamite ring is about to be coming back, and I was like, I smell MJF lurking around somewhere.
He's going to win it again.
He really is. But guys, I don't want y'all to forget about Collision, because Winter is coming for Collision is also about to be on and popping. We are getting Swerve and Josh Alexander going one-on-one, and I was like,
yes, please.
I was like, We are also getting Mark Briscoe versus Daniel Garcia for the TNT Championship, which also has me going, But then what makes me go, is Jamie and Chris versus the Sisters of Sin. I'm like, I'm telling you,
It was
Collision has
so
all the
intense
great
that
grabs.
Benny lost his feed.
Lord help us. Oh man. But that is going to be it for us. Winter is coming is going to be a fun 2 weeks. And it's crazy because we are 3 weeks out until World's End. So it's going to be a wild time. I'm looking forward to it.
It's
But
gonna
that's going to
build.
be it for us here at All Elite Ensemble. We do still have a very fun week ahead of us, and that begins tomorrow evening. We have our double header, 5:30 p.m. Pacific. We have our NXT review where me, myself, and Papa Oso we will be reviewing NXT's Deadline. We're going to talk about the Iron Survivor matches. We're going to talk about Ethan Page versus Mr. Iguana and La Yesca, which is always a grand time. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to that. And then, of course, at 8 p.m. Pacific, the Los Lobos de la Lucha, myself, Adolfo, and Papa Oso, once again, we will be reviewing CMLL stuff and talking about, this cage match that's coming up on New Year's where somebody is losing their mask. It's going to be a wild time. It's going to be a good time, and it's going to be fun. Then on Friday, the TNA crew is going to be here to be reviewing Final Resolution, which is the final TNA pay-per-view of the year, and it is leading us into the AMC era of TNA, which is very, very interesting. Also, I will briefly be talking about the Thursday episode because while we focus mostly on the pay-per-view, I do want to mention because I am excited. We are getting Danny Luna versus Indy Hartwell in a dog collar match this Thursday. So I'm pumped to talk about that. So that should be an interesting one because I love me some Indy, but I love Danny Luna as well. She's great. I miss the Subculture Boys. Bring them back. Anywho, then Saturday and Sunday, we are doing 2 different watch-alongs that are on the opposite spectrums of the wrestling community, or, they can coalesce, however. Saturday at 5 p.m. Pacific, Kilt and I will be here to be doing a live watch-along for Saturday night's main event. Normally, we don't do the watch-alongs for Saturday night's main event, but because this is Cena's retirement, we kind of feel obligated to go out with a bang. Also, the rest of the card doesn't look half bad. So Ruka versus Bailey. You're getting Javon Evans and Leon Slater versus AJ and Dragon Lee for the tag titles. So body's going to be flying, and I'm excited for that. Then on Sunday at 5 p.m. Pacific, we go to the opposite end of the wrestling spectrum where do you like violence? Do you like seeing blood and gore? Well, we got the thing for you. I will be here along with hopefully Benny, and making his grand return possibly on Sunday is, our Samoan powerhouse of VC WrestlePod, Andrew. He will be making a return and his grand re-debut at hopefully this Sunday as we will be watching the Nick Gage Invitational night. So we're gonna be like the participants in this match is buck freaking wild. Because I was just like, oh my god, we are about to see some carnage. It is going to be nuts. So just to remind everybody, right? So we have a bunch of people, and they just announced our opening matches about an hour ago. So in the Nick Gage Invitational, we have our opening matches. We are getting Drew Parker versus Jack Harrup. That's going to be nuts. Otis Koga versus The Bev, which is going to be nuts. Lil Sicko versus Mr. Danger. So tag team partners going up against each other. But my opening match, because this was his inaugural death match into the world of deathmatch wrestling in GCW, and we're getting a rematch in opening round. Slade versus Bear fucking Bronson. Oh my god. Listen, Bear's first death match was against Slade, and that shit was crazy. And I'm excited to see this match again.
Whew.
So that is all going down Sunday at 5 p.m. Pacific.
I'm surprised they didn't put them on the opposite sides of the bracket so that way they could meet in the finals. But it is what it is.
I'm excited. Here's hoping that Bear goes all the way and wins this thing. Also, we'll be talking about Bear Bronson this Friday, too, as he made his TNA debut, and he was at the tapings this weekend, so who knows? He might get signed, he might not, but I'm happy to see Bear on more outlets. But that's going to be it for us here tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in to All Elite Ensemble. Make sure to tune in for some other fun reviews this week. But from all of us here at BC WrestlePod to you at home through your screen, remember, take care of yourself, love one another, stay iconic, and more importantly than anything, you always deserve to finish your story. We will see you for our double header of NXT Deadline and CMLL tomorrow. But until then, sayonara, adios, and until next time, peace.